Hello everybody, and I thought it'd be an interesting time to do one last video on this channel. Lo and behold, it's a car video. So I decided to do this video like this. I have not had a lot of time to necessarily make videos, but that's why I'm not shutting down this channel, I'm just transitioning off of it. That's the official explanation. I am transitioning off of the College Critic channel, mainly because of the name, but also because I think it's time to move on to a new and different style, a more defined style. But on top of that, also doing something that's very much more regimented, scheduled, and higher quality too. This channel served me very well, I'll say that. It really has. I mean, it helped me through some tough times when I was, in school and whatnot. And I've had a lot of fun working on this channel over the last number of years. Again, none of the videos in here are going anywhere. It'll still be up. I'm just not going to post really on it anymore. Maybe here and there, but it's not going to be anything. Any new material will definitely be on the new channel. The new channel, if I can get out of here. The new channel is actually going to be called the Andrew Fiorini Show, and the Andrew Fiorini Show will be a more podcasty style. It might, I think, for the time being, it'll just be audio until I can get a nice set built or made nice. So it'll definitely be that. It won't be a me sitting down talking kind of thing. It'll be podcast style for a little while. And I say that mainly because I kind of just want to start it soon. I've got a bunch of ideas and things written down for it that I'm going to be working on, so I've wanted to work on that. But let's get to the main part of this video. My last actual review here on this channel, my last film review for this channel, it's going to be a classic. It's going to be an old film, and we're going to talk about mainly just a genre here. We're going to talk about Christmas films. It is the season. Today is it's Monday, the 16th, I think? 15th? I think it's 16th, yeah. We're 9 days away from Christmas. My birthday's actually coming up too, so it's that nice time of year. Even it did snow last night, actually. I might be able to see right over here. It did snow the other day, but now it's all rain and it's kind of disgusting. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things. On top of that, I'll be heading to work later tonight. I've been doing overnights and stuff, so we're talking about Christmas movies, and I've watched a number of them already this year. And my girlfriend and I watched quite a few of them. Slow down here. We watched quite a few of them, and those being we watched the Netflix movies, The Christmas Prince. There's 3 of those actually. There's The Christmas Prince, A Christmas Prince, A Royal Wedding, and A Christmas Prince, The Royal Baby. So we watched those. They're like Hallmark Lifetime level movies that we ended up watching, mainly because out of just almost spite, but it turned into I may have even enjoyed it more than she did, but I really enjoyed just the B-level movies that these were. Again, they're just fluff. They were fluffy movies, and I was kind of eating it up. Initially I kind of went in and I'm just going to rip these things apart. But I decided pretty much that, you know what? I'm going to not just rip these things apart. I am going to. I'm gonna enjoy them. I ended up enjoying them a lot. So there was that, and it was fun. It was definitely a lot of fun to do. To do that, and I enjoyed actually watching those movies. They're about a girl lives in New York, and she's a reporter for some like tabloidy paper, and she has to go over to this fake made-up country, Aldovia, I think was the name of it. Yeah, she goes over there because, which doesn't make any sense. This actually doesn't make any sense because it's not the way monarchies work. But the old king he has passed away, since passed, and apparently he was a really good guy, all stuff. And his son doesn't know if he wants to take the throne. Well, it's all like, well, if he doesn't take up the coronation and everything, then he's not gonna be the king. I'll have to go to somebody else, whoever the next in line person is, and that next in line person is this guy is really my tail. The next in line person is like his cousin or whatever, who's kind of a weasel, power hungry kind of dude. There's an angle there and all that stuff. But then, so the Christmas Prince, he goes, and we call him Christmas. I don't even remember the name off the top of my head. His name is Richard, right? Yeah, Richard. I don't know why I said Henry. It might be something else. I don't know. Richard, I believe is his name. He goes and he is, he doesn't know if he wants to become the king or not, and he's going to have a press conference to decide basically whether he doesn't show up to the press conference, but the girl goes over there, and it's a bad synopsis. She goes over there and sneaks in. They think that she's like the new tutor that's from America. She says, yeah, I'm the new tutor, trying to do her job, and lo and behold, yeah, you caught on. They fall in love, but there's that late, there's like 10 minutes left in the movie, but there's a misunderstanding. He finds out that she's just a reporter. He thinks that she's there for nothing more than gossip and all this stuff, and it becomes that kind of thing. So, again, you could write these things like a book. I mean, you can read them like a book. I mean, it's so obvious what happens in these things, but it was fun. I enjoyed the first one. The second one, obviously, is about their wedding. And the third one, they have a kid. It's funny how everything important happens on Christmas to these people. But they're like B-level movies. C-level movies at that. Hallmark Lifetime level things that Netflix made. And they're quite fun. There's some genuinely funny moments in there, but then there's some moments that you're just like, this is so bad, it's funny. It felt like, honestly, the first one felt like parts of it were shot on an iPhone, and I say that in a bad way, not a good way, being that I'm also shooting this on an iPhone. I say that in a bad way because just the way the lighting is, it's like things are not color matched or whatever. It's rough. The light bloom off of things is just out of focus, and I'm like, who shot this? But it's one of those weird things, and it's what it is. But there's that. The Christmas Prince trilogy we watched. There was that. Another one I do love the holiday movies, and some of the classics are great. Miracle on 34th Street, I'll talk about here in a second, and obviously It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life is great. I recently got that on 4K, so that's it looks great. I owned it on Blu-ray before. I had to get it on 4K, obviously. But Miracle on 34th Street and It's a Wonderful Life are classics. I love Miracle on 34th Street is one of the most charming movies I've ever seen, and it's been forever since I watched it. But I watched it on Thanksgiving. And I'll talk about one Thanksgiving movie in particular that I just downright love. But the only Thanksgiving movie I really know of, to be honest. But I love Miracle on 34th Street, the original, the classic. black and white. You gotta watch it in black and white. It's a classic. You know, just the lines are genius. The story is great. You know. You know, I'm not only is this man Santa Claus, I'm gonna prove he's Santa Claus. You know, just the whole thing. I mean, it's great. It's such a great film. If you've never seen Miracle on 34th Street, it is on Disney Plus, by the way. That's how I watched it. So definitely check it out if you haven't before. It's a great movie. A very young Natalie Wood is in that film. She's great. I just love how charming that movie is. It's so charming, and just how no one obviously believes he's Santa Claus, but he through his actions and things, it doesn't even matter if he's Santa Claus or not. He's such a great old man. There's so many great things about it. The writing is great. The acting is great. The direction is great. The location, the sets, everything's great. It's funny. It is very funny, actually. It's a wonderful film. And so is It's a Wonderful Life. Just some real classics. And I love them both so much. It's getting harder to see me now that I'm on the highway, not here. But I love those films with such a fierce passion. Like I do. I could watch them any day of the week. You know, they're fantastic films. Some other great Christmas movies. The ones I've actually found in recent years. One of my family's favorites. We do like the Polar Express. But I love Robert Zemeckis, Jim Carrey, and Disney's A Christmas Carol. It's made the same way as Polar Express is, but I think it's better than Polar Express, is my opinion. That movie is, I think, the most pure version of A Christmas Carol, of Dickens' A Christmas Carol. There is also the more recent A Man Who Invented Christmas, which is a story about Charles Dickens writing A Christmas Carol, with Dan Stevens and Christopher Plummer is in that as well. That's a good film. Definitely check that out. I'm obviously not ranking these or anything, but the Christmas, the Disney's A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. I love that movie so much. That is one of the stories I if I could ever make another maybe fan film or something, or a small little film, I'd love to do A Christmas Carol. The options that you have at your disposal to make that type of film are so vast. That's definitely my inspiration, definitely from that type of film. I loved it. It was great. But it's just a wonderful film. I love that story. The ghost of Christmas past, present, future. All those things. It's a beautiful film. It's a wonderful film. And I mean, who doesn't love Jim Carrey? And speaking of Jim Carrey, and this is one I really started watching more recently. And I don't know why this. And I don't even really know why, but it was one of those nights. I was with my girlfriend, and we were like, let's just watch a movie. Let's stick something in. We're on Netflix, and when we weren't watching The Christmas Prince, we put on 2000 Ron Howard's 2000. I'm going to consider it a classic at this point, cult classic in my opinion. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That movie. I think I've only ever seen it one time before this year, in its entirety. I've seen elements of it before, but it's so zany and so odd and so weird. But it's Jim Carrey, and I mean, there is a lot, and I think partially it's because in the new Sonic movie, Jim Carrey is playing Dr. Robotnik, and I cannot wait to see that movie on Valentine's Day this coming year. And I say that because Sonic, I know the initial trailers didn't look great, but Jim Carrey was one of those elements that I'm like, this could be ridiculous. Then that other trailer came out like a month or two ago, and everyone was like, they fixed Sonic. Well, outside of fixing Sonic, it looks like we're getting a Jim Carrey performance straight out of the 90s or early 2000s, and I'm all game for that. I love Jim Carrey in pretty much everything he's been in. I think he's... I'm going to have to turn on the light here in a second. It's starting to get a little dark, but I think Jim Carrey's a gem. Man is a gem. And I like him in Liar Liar. I love that movie. And Batman Forever, I saw that trailer for Sonic, and I'm like, he is channeling Batman Forever. He's channeling some zany, weird, wacky thing, and I love it. And I absolutely love it. He's channeling some zany, weird thing, and I absolutely adore it. It was one of those things that I couldn't help but be like, this is amazing. This is absolutely insanity that this man is like doing. And How the Grinch Stole Christmas is exactly that. There's a scene in the film where where Cindy Lou Who comes up to the mountain, and the Who's are like doing their Whovelation or whatever, and whatever, and they're doing all that, and you're starting to hear all this music and whatnot, and the Grinch can hear it all, and he's like, there's this noise and this singing, and he gets a giant monkey with cymbals, and starts beating himself over the head with the cymbals. Just as the cymbals are like clapping together, he's in the middle of the clapping and just beating his head in between. And poor Cindy Lou Who comes up, knocks on the door just magically opens or whatever. She walks in, it's like, Mr. Grinch. And she's adorable too in that movie. And like, comes up, and all of a sudden he's like, hello, little girl. How dare you? Yeah, come to the house of the Grinch, or whatever he says. And he's just chanting that whole scene. You can find it on YouTube. It's insanity. He like takes like a t-shirt and like just rips it in half, and just like, it's just insane, the kinds of things he does. And he's like bouncing around and just trying to like intimidate her, and she's like, I think you need a timeout. And it's just it's hysterical, the levels of that he's going to in that film. And there's a part of me that really enjoys the story of the Grinch. It's because, hey, don't be a Grinch, literally. There's part of me that loves that kind of story. There's part of me that loves the fact that, one, Ron Howard made the movie, which is the weirdest thing in the world, but the camera choices in that movie, the cinematography of that film, is just nuts. It's all kinds of weird camera movements, these weird Dutch angles that he's moving the camera on and whatnot. Like, it is pure insanity what that movie is. And then on top of that, the makeup, hair and makeup that's being done, the way the Who's interact and look and everything, the story. It's not a great film, but it's a classic, and it's becoming one that I'm like, this is highly underrated. But this is also just the zaniest movie I've ever seen, and part of that has to do with Jim Carrey's performance. Other good holiday films, The Grinch was my main reason for like doing a video like this. Obviously, I love the original Grinch. I still haven't seen the new 2018 Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch. I still haven't seen that yet. But yeah, no, there's so many things. Another one here, as I'm about to power this down here. Last one is a movie called Nativity. Definitely check that out. It stars Martin Freeman, and he is a primary school teacher in England. in a small little town, and he has to create a nativity play with these students, and he's like, they're hopeless, they're useless, whatever. There's a reason he doesn't enjoy Christmas anymore, and that the kids are trying to cheer him up and whatnot, and it's a cute movie, and definitely check it out. You can probably find it online. It's a good one. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk some holiday movies. Obviously, there's a lot of good ones. And then one last one. It's not a movie necessarily, a Christmas movie, but the best Thanksgiving movie of all time, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I will probably do a proper review of that on my other channel at some point, because I need to talk about how great that film is. But thank you all for watching this channel over the last couple of years. It has been a real treat to be here and to be able to have you all watch my videos and enjoy talking about films and all kinds of stuff, and I've enjoyed it tremendously, and I couldn't thank you all enough. I know you can't see my face right now, but I could not thank you all enough for just how awesome it has been to be, to be a I don't know, just to be a fan, So thank you all for everything that you guys have done, the views and everything. Again, and continue to watch the videos, the old videos, go through, watch the fan films and stuff. But it's been a real blast, and I thank you all for watching. Continue to watch my new channel. I'll definitely I'll put a link down eventually in this video for it. And thank you all for a great couple of years, guys, and I hope you look forward to a number of more incredible years on the other channel in the future. So thank you all. This is Andrew signing off. See y'all.